Teespring Domination. Thank you very much for picking up a copy of this course. I trust it's going to be of immense value to you. Now, I need to take this opportunity right from the outset just to let you know that I'm not in any way affiliated with Teespring. I'm not working for them, and I'm not giving this course on advice of them. Okay, I'm just a Teespringer, just like you. Now, there is quite a lot to get through. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to put on the screen here the Facebook group. Please make sure you jump in there. Ensure that you also send me a message on Facebook or an email on the email address on the next screen, just to let me know your Facebook name. Okay, we don't accept fake accounts in there. If you've had a problem before with Facebook advertising and you've gone and created a fake account, it's very hard for us to sort of let you in. Okay, this looks a bit dodgy. We try and keep the group very clean, very tight. Second of all, here's my Skype address. Please add me on that. Okay, you can get in contact with me anytime on Skype. I don't sleep too much, so anytime you want to hit me up on Skype, you're more than welcome. And again, the email address here. Okay, so you've got 3 points of contact. Don't feel as though you're left out now that you've bought the course and you're on your own. You're going to be part of a big community now on Facebook, and you're in direct contact with me. Okay, just a quick overview of the course before we get into it. And perhaps even before the overview, I'd just like to say that this is quite intensive in terms of the work that you're going to need to do. Some of these videos are only a couple of minutes long. Some of them are up to about 15-20 minutes long. It's very important that you get through all of them and understand them fully and ask any questions and get the answers that you need before you start going and spending more money on Teespring and wasting your money on Facebook ads, okay? Like I said, there is no fluff in this. There's no hype. There's no BS. I mean, you're going to listen to me and think that I'm a very sort of unhypey guy. I'm not one of these people who are going to try and sell you a whole lot of crap and overhype anything here, okay? I'm straight to the point and probably sound boring half the time, So I'm sorry, but there is no push button software here. There is no cheating. There is no fast track. I call a spade, and everything here is above board, okay? It's proper research, it's hard work, and it's learning, okay? There's a lot of courses out there that are going to promise you the world and not give you anything. I must say from the start, there is no substitute for experience, okay? I can teach you everything that I know, and I am in this course. However, there is no substitute for experience, okay? You really need to understand everything that I'm teaching you here and then start implementing it, okay, to fully get a grasp on what you're doing here. The next video essentially is just going to quickly show you one of my Teespring accounts. I have many, obviously, because I outsource a lot of my work to my VAs, and I do a lot of testing in certain accounts. There's just no way I can have one account now. Once you start scaling this business up, you're going to find that you're going to need to do the same thing, all right? You're going to have a couple of ad accounts on Facebook, a couple of Teespring accounts, dozens and dozens of Facebook pages, okay? I mean, it's going to get really heavy, but you will scale this in a proper manner. Then just a very basic and boring sort of introduction to Teespring. If you know what Teespring is, just skip that. What we're going to do after that is look at identifying your niche, all right? This was what I covered in my book before, and it's focusing more on trends and seeing what's trending and being able to capitalize on those. But at the same time, I thought I would add it in here because if you're stuck for an idea for a niche, this is a very good way to go in and actually find what niche you want to start in, okay? A lot of people do things backwards on Teespring. They go and create a design and then they go and look for the audience. That's just starting off on the wrong foot. You don't want to do that. After identifying your niche and having a look at some trends, we're going to get into spying on your competition. It further helps qualify winning campaigns and winning ideas, and it gives you a much better idea about what people are doing on Teespring to make a lot of money. I will repeat in there and throughout the course, many times, don't copy. It's very important not to copy people, okay? And some of the tools I'm going to be showing you, it's very, very tempting. All I can say is that if you start copying, you're going to bomb and you're just going to drop out, okay? This won't be evergreen for you and you won't make a lot of money moving forward, okay? After that, we're going to get very deep into identifying your audience. What we'll do there is we'll go into several different places that I get my VAs to do all of my research, okay? I used to do this myself, and then I began to outsource the work. I used to, I would train these guys, and now they do it for me, okay? In the advanced section, I teach you about outsourcing the work and getting people doing the work for you so you can sit back and focus more on the business. But it is very, very important in section 4, identifying your audience, to understand this and do it properly, okay? Because 80% of the Teespring campaigns out there fail, and the majority of that, I mean, there are some really crap, rubbish designs out there, but the majority of failures are because the targeting is very, very poor, okay? okay? Even people will sit there for hours and they may think that they've done some fantastic research, but the research is rubbish, okay? So spend a lot of time in that section to understand it, all right? Section 5, designing your tee. I'll be looking at do and do nots. Very important to understand that. Designer resources. I'm going to give you guys some of the best resources in the business, okay? Some of the best designers. I know a few people out there are quite upset that I'm giving them away, but why would I hide them, okay? You've bought the course. I want you to succeed. You're going to be talking to me after this. I'd rather you be happy and making a lot of money, okay? And instead of coming to me and complaining and saying you can't do it, I'm giving you everything. After that, I'm going to be showing you how we create the Teespring campaign, creating storefronts, your tracking pixels, setting up your analytics in Teespring and Google, and custom audiences and retargeting. Okay, it's essential that you get your head around that before you even bother launching. And finally, what we'll do is we'll look at promoting the Teespring campaign. Okay, we're going to get into Facebook. We're going to look at different ads, PPE ads, CTW ads, website conversion ads, how we split test with URL tags. And I'll just throw in an extra one in there because it works for storefronts, which is promoting on Instagram, okay? The biggest form of promotion here, though, is Facebook, okay? I mean, it's the biggest social media platform. Everybody's on it. And you know, I don't want to steer too far away from that. That is the main bread and butter about how we're going to be getting our T-shirts out there. So like I said at the start of the video, make sure you get into that Facebook group. Make sure you link up with me on the Skype, or drop me an email if you need a hand with anything, okay? If you've got any problems, you've got any questions, you know, feel free to shoot them across. All right, so be prepared to learn, start taking notes, and let's get in.